Hey, everybody. Nice to see you on YouTube. Doug, we skipped a whole week. What is
Oh,
happening?
yeah, well, it's a blur. That's what's happened.
I know.
We
I
we launched
know.
NFTs, we launched the UTHX token, we did tokenomics, we did contracts, oh my gosh, I didn't know there was so much
It
to
was
this
it,
crypto stuff.
it was incredible. What a great week we've had. I mean, truly,
Yeah,
it's been pretty phenomenal, and this is only Tuesday.
right,
I
right.
mean, last
Yeah,
week, this week.
yeah.
I did notice.
Deb, I think this is a misconception. Everybody looks at you and I and they just think, there's two really good looking traders, right? We're so much more than that.
We are
We
so much more than that.
we
You're
we we
right.
develop software, we help develop the contract for UTHX tokens, we develop the NFTs for Metaforge Group. We are way more than that.
It's incredible. And while all that's happening, we are about to release version 3 nSights.
Right, right.
So Candace and I are over testing everything there to make sure that's all looking good. We're going to be able to release that to our traders in beta soon, and then it'll be for everybody. But man, I'm excited. I'm excited with some of the things that they've put in over there. The simplicity, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yes.
But last week we would have said it, but Bitcoin almost reached another all-time high. I mean, we got back up there in the high 66, I think 67. It was on its way, and then, somebody decided to sell off a little bit, and that's all right. That's all right.
How dare them?
I know, but I love the sell-offs. I can't wait until we have a sell-off that gets us to 6,000 so I can buy my
That's
full Bitcoin.
that's Deb's number, baby.
I think it's still going to come. I think but one of the things that I do want to mention is it's October 1st. So happy October, everybody. Doug and I both have birthdays this month. We are taking gifts all month long.
All
So
right.
keep us in mind. But October trends in crypto. Do you know this?
Right.
If
Right.
if you look back every single year, October gives us gives us some fun, right? We
Yeah.
start to see some and it's always followed by another clearance sale, which is fine.
Yeah. And do we know why though?
Why it's October or why
And
the
why the
clearance
clearance
sale?
sell? Both.
Tell me.
Well, usually summer, going from June through September, because schools and different schools, different things, people are on trips. So trading itself, whether it's Forex or crypto or any of, lots of times they trend different
That's
during those months because people are silly. They're going to the beach, they're doing family vacations, whatever, right? But and it does. It is a disruptor to trading.
Mhm.
Usually towards mid end of September, going into October, things settle down, people start getting back into gear, and things start trending, usually in October. December, going into December, we usually see a sell-off because people get worried about paying their taxes on their trades.
Right.
So, you know, those are usually the two common reasons that everybody gives, but who knows? I think to me, it's just trading.
It's just trading. Well, I
Yeah.
get excited. I get excited when I start seeing it go up because I know I've got some trades that are selling, or I've got some bags of crypto that I can, make a little bit of money on.
Yep.
But I'm always waiting for the next clearance sale.
Yes.
Love,
Yeah,
love.
you're a clearance sale kind of person, I think.
I am. I am.
Yeah.
I never was much of a shopper as far as, I'm not really into that. But now crypto, it I can shop that all day long.
Yeah, because that's fun stuff.
That's
So
fun stuff. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Well, let's dive in and
Let's dive in.
see what we're going to do today, Deb.
Let's do it. We've got Candace on. I see you, Candace. Thank you for saying, hey, happy Tuesday. And if you are
It is.
watching, I can see that you are. By the way, I can see that you are, but you're not leaving me a comment, so I don't know who you are. If you want to leave me a comment, I can give you a shout out on our live today. So I'm watching for you.
Awesome. Awesome. We got a couple of things to go through quickly, guys, because I have a lot of things to still. I'm uploading contracts, I'm uploading things for minting and all kinds of things today for Don and the other team, but I wanted to go over a few things. So we ended up taking trades that were in Digibot and other things that, and maybe even trades outside of our world. And you guys brought them into nSights to be able to track them. And you went out and bought some tokens in pre-sale.
Some
And depending
otherverse
on
tokens.
Otherverse tokens, that's right. And this is one of those huge benefits about being part of a group like us that we can really talk about. These trades were, some of them were seriously negative, okay? And some were more negative than others. But if we look, all of them are now in the green.
All of them are in profit. Because, so what did we do? We sold those negative trades. We took that money and we went over to the pre-sale for Otherverse, knowing that we had this token coming. It was about to launch and it was at an incredible, boy, I wish we could get that 5 cents back. Right?
It's either 6,000 or 5 cents for Deb.
Right, 5 cents. Well, when I see UTHX down to 5 cents, you can bet I'm going to be buying a whole stack of them again.
I love, guys, you gotta love her. She is nothing but consistent. Okay, all right,
Yeah, we
but
bought those tokens. The token launched on Saturday, right?
right, and the beautiful thing here is the airdrops are going out now, and that is some of the pages and sheets that I'm uploading to the tech team so that they can get those airdrops out to them. I'm helping, help build, help design all that, but I'm also helping, with the mechanics of it and facilitate it. Thank you, Deb. Because, one of the people that are facilitating or doing this are working on an Apple, and I won't say her name. I love her dearly too.
Boy.
And some of the things don't work on an Apple, and I have to step in and help on the PC, and then she can get over with the Apple. I keep threatening that we're going to buy her an Apple and send it to her. But anyways, that's another story.
Buy her a PC and send it to her.
PC, thank you, not an Apple. She already has an Apple.
She's got the Apple.
Yeah, she needs a real computer. Okay. Don't shoot me out there. I know. So yeah, I was in Macs when the first Apple came out, guys. So don't shoot me. I love Apple. Okay. But the key here is one of the principles that I taught years ago, Deb, is that you're married to the trade, you're not married to the coin.
Yes.
And what I did was, and I told everybody, there'll be days where trades will just go bad, and there'll be some cases where a trade or a coin will not be valid anymore. It may go to zero or close to zero value. And that if we track that negative position, okay, we don't care about the coin. We care about the position.
Right.
And if we can take that negative position and not lose sight of it, like most traders do, they'll have a negative trade, they'll close it out, and they'll go on to positive trades, and then next week you ask them, how are all your trades going? Well, they had a really positive, fantastic. My trades are going great. Well, 2 weeks ago, they closed out a huge negative trade, and overall their account is still negative.
Right.
Or at break even, but they're like elated because their last 5 trades were all winning trades, right? You can't trade that way. You can't make money that way, right? So we say, okay, you're married to the position, not to the coin, or not to that utility that you were trading. But so we pulled in negative positions, 153% negative. It wasn't that the coin was down 153%. The coin was actually down about 60, 70%. But to get back up to break even was 153%. Right. Okay. So if you're on TradingView and you measure down from a point where you took a trade to where a trade is now, it'll be, say, 60, 70% negative if it's really dropped. But if you reverse that, take the measure from the point where the trade is and measure back up to where you have to go to get back into profit, it's 153%. And that's the amount of distance that you really got to make back up to get in profit. Well, we track that number because that's the real number to get back into profit. And all of these are now, every trade that we did is in profit. So
And let me just quickly go through. So if we had a trade in Digibot or in nSights, and let's say we had $100 into that trade, right? We had $100 in, it was deep negative. So we took that $100, we closed the trade, we closed it negative, closed the trade. We took that $100 and we bought in pre-sale UTHX token.
well, not quite. So if your $100 is negative, let's say it's 50% negative. So you close a trade, the $100 is now $50. You move the
Oh, you're right,
$50 over,
Sorry.
you move the
Yes.
$50 over, but you
Yes.
tracked the
The whole
$100.
100, we're tracking the whole 100. That's
Right.
exactly it. That's what I was trying to say. Excellent. So we take that $50 over, we bought the UTHX token at 0.05%. And here we are tracking that position. And look at
Wow.
you, you're 60, 70% in 80% in profit. Some,
Yeah.
and a lot of us got extra tokens too,
Yeah,
because
because I gave you guys
you
tokens.
gave us extra tokens. So we've got even
Yeah.
more tokens. But those tokens that are at a certain price right now, that price has been fluctuating. It has gone up, it has gone down.
Well, and at the top now, and this shows you what this token can do, right? When we look at UTHX, and this is like any new launch, right? At the top of the move, right? We were at almost $2, okay, at the height of this peak, and now we're at 33. If I look, and I believe in this token, no guarantees, right?
Yeah, right.
But when you look at the utility of this token being Otherverse and the backbone of basically what will be, I think, all metaverses,
Yes.
right? This token could go to, $100 plus a token, right? I think it has that kind of potential. Again, no guarantee, but I'm going for it. So, but I just took one of my trades where I got 9,040 tokens, and at the 32 cents that we're at right now, that gave me $2,980 on just this one trade. At $1.90 when we were there, we can see that that one trade was worth $17,000.
That was
Okay.
so fun. Wasn't that fun?
Yeah,
$1.90.
we'll get back there. And so, I'm a holder on this. I'm like, you're not gonna pry these tokens out of my hands
No.
kind of holder on this, right? And so I think, when we talk about the trading concept, and I can't give trading advice. I'm not a financial advisor, right? And we tell everybody that on every call. Trading is risky. Don't trade with money you can't afford to lose. Past performance is no guarantee to future results, and we're not financial advisors.
You got them all. Nicely done.
Boom. But but when we talked about Digibot, which is our other trading software, and people had been in some trades that were eventually will come back, but they didn't want to wait that long for those trades to come back, and the cost averaging brings them back quicker than the market brings them back. But they still wanted to have a faster thing. So one of the things I talked about is being part of a group, being part of a community like us, where we're connected with Otherverse. In fact, in Metaforge group, we're Brian, Peter, and I are partners, right? In Metaforge group, which is going to release real estate in Otherverse, right? We're going to do real estate all through Otherverse, and so we're partners there. So. But we also talked about, Deb and I did a call on Friday, I think it was, where we were at a convention in Otherverse and speaking, and I talked about being part of a group that allows for conversation and discussions about new projects, new things coming out, so that you can be early adopters and maybe make some of those big moves. And when we talk about that, that's exactly what we're seeing here, right? This is a precursor to everything that can happen in Otherverse when we get there and we set up our own convention center, we set up our own trading rooms where our avatars and us, we can go in there and we can have presentations on new NFTs coming out. We can have presentations on new tokens coming out. We are vetting those people because those are people that are coming into Otherverse with their projects. They're not just people randomly out in crypto astral world somewhere, presenting a project that could be a rug pull. No, these are people that are wanting to develop things inside Otherverse, or these are people that we have some kind of relationship with that want to present to us opportunities, and they'll do that inside of our metaverse world, which is Otherverse, right? We'll ultimately do that there.
Right.
And we'll see
if you
this over and over again. Go
if you
ahead,
just
Dan.
think about with Otherverse, right? None of us would have known about this UTHX token that just launched. We wouldn't have known about it. We wouldn't have been a part of that coin had it not been for our nSights and Digibot community, right?
That's
And,
correct.
and of course our Nexus ecosystem community. But it was the community, we all got to be a part of it because of, well, because of community. And
Yeah.
and that's what you're saying. We're going to continue to do this. New coins are going to be
Yeah.
brought to us. And just by being a part of us, what we've got going on here, you're going to have access to not just new coins, just like you said, it's new coins where the people are vetted. We know who they are. We're working with them in some capacity.
Right.
These are the kind of projects you want to know about before they launch. And
Right.
that's what we're here for.
That is exactly right. And granted that, a lot of people out there, you're digging, you're searching, you're maybe on AI and trying to find these gems, right? And they're hard to find. And the reason that we have gems coming to us is that I think it was 2 years ago, I was doing a talk at a physical convention in Scottsdale, and Brian Schuster was on the same stage at a different hour, right? We were both guest speakers at this convention. Deb was there, Peter was there, my wife was there. We were all there at this, and it was a nice convention, and we did a nice talk, and we listened to Brian. We got to meet Brian. That's what led to all of this. Now, if you're a guest speaker and you're asked to speak at conventions, then you're going to run into these things. And if you do, call me, let me know. Okay. Right. Give me a heads up. But Peter and I and Brian, we are those guys. We are speaking in both virtual worlds. Deb spoke at last Friday. We're all in these virtual worlds and physical worlds, and we're meeting people, and people are coming to us. Like we have a number of very large traders that are saying, hey, we'd like to get involved in the UTHX token. Well, that's good information. That's nice to know, right? That we have support coming in potentially. So it's really, really good to be connected to the right people.
Yeah.
And that's how you get ahead in life. So guys, that's really all I have, because I know they're beating down my door
Absolutely.
for other
Well,
stuff. So
let me real quick get a shout out to Jeff Simpson, and Kathy is here as well. Kathy Demlow, nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining our live calls, and be sure to hit the like button, share us out, do all the things. Go ahead, Doug.
we have a talk tonight at 5 o'clock.
Oh, yes.
And I'm going to be doing an NFT talk tonight at 5 o'clock. Deb will post the link in here for you guys so that you can have the link to that talk. I'll be talking about the Metaforge group and what we're doing with the NFTs and stuff there. So if you haven't heard that yet, or if you heard it and you want to bring people to it, that's the time to come tonight at 5 o'clock.
Absolutely. And we were going to mention as well that for those of you who are wanting to buy the NFTs for the space in the convention center, those are there, they're ready to go. And if you need help with that, we have Candace who has offered to help if anybody needs any help in that way. So let me just give, and I did ask for her permission first, but let me give her information in case you need to get a hold of her if you have questions about it or want to get set up. You're going to contact support digibot.com. That's support at digiebot.com. She's going to help you get your NFTs. I'm excited.
Ooh, yeah, we're changing the world, guys. This is a lot of fun.
Changing the world tonight, 5 o'clock Pacific. Come watch. I'll post the link here in a little bit. Doug, you're amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Deb. I had fun.
I know. I'll see you on the next one.
Thank you.